Good morning, everybody. Apologies for starting a little late. Welcome to Monday and our Institute Day. So we're doing things a little different this year, obviously because of our current conditions, but we thank you all for being with us today. And I am going to not take too much time this morning, and I'm going to go ahead and introduce our superintendent, Dr. Wells. So go ahead, Dr. Wells, if you can hear me.
Well, good morning, everyone. It's certainly an adventure. I'm going into the 2021 school year. Before we get started, I wanted to have a few welcomes from some of our key leadership around the district. We have with us today, we have SEIU President Anthony Douglas, who will be bringing the welcomes to his group and the entire AUSD. And then after that, we have CSEA, who will be new President Kelly Botnoy. And then we have our ATA co-presidents, Stephen Nath and Chris Knight. And so at this time, I'd like to open up with having you join me in welcoming the president of SEIU, Anthony Douglas.
Anthony, you're muted for some reason. Can you unmute yourself? You're still muted. Maybe try one more time.
There we go.
There we go.
All right. Good morning, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Anthony Douglas. I'm the Chief Lead Custodian for the district. I've been here for 35 years. I'm also the president of SEIU 1021. I was asked to say a few words, so I'm going to keep it brief. As you all know, this has been a difficult time. When we were asked to come back on board back sometime around April, we all got together with a lot of uncertainties. We didn't quite know what we were dealing with, but we felt it was a job we needed to do. So once we addressed the CDC guidelines and things like that, we got together and just, pretty much bunkered down and went into schools and got the work done. I'm pleased to also report that with that being said, we did a great job, needless to say. Actually, we were able to do things that we normally wouldn't have done in any given summer, but because we did have a lot of time to do those things with the direction of the superintendent and the director of the maintenance operation, we sought out to get the work done. So with all that being said, I want to welcome the teachers and the kids back, and again, we appreciate you all. And I hope that you're all pleased with what you see when you do come back into the schools. Take care.
Thank you, Mr. Anthony Douglas. That's 4+ decades here in AUSD. That's history, that's foundation of excellence. And we are so pleased to have him lead us off with the first welcoming. Next, we have our CSEA leadership, new president, Kelly Botnoy. And we're going to turn it over to you. Kelly, you can pick it up at this time.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Kelly Botnoy. I'm not the president, I'm the secretary. Renee couldn't be here at this moment, so she asked me to speak. I'm I've been a special ed para with the district for 13 years. I also work for Tupelo and after school, and I can't wait to get that program up and running again and get all our ACC members back to work. On behalf of our chapter, I want to welcome all our members and everybody else back to school. I know this year is completely different from what we're used to. It's going to be a learning curve for all of us, and there's lots of ways to reach out for help. So make sure you do that if you need help. We're all on the same team. We can work together, figure it all out. We're here to support the teachers and the students. Let's have a great year. We'll be having our CSEA chapter meeting at 11:15, and I've already sent you the link. I'll put my email in the chat in case you have any questions. Thank you. See you there.
Thank you for those remarks, Kelly. And next we have our co-presidents from ATA, Albany Teachers Association, and Stephen Naif, and then Chris Knight to bring the welcome.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Stephen Naif. I've taught here for about 21 years. Really excited to be here. Just a quick anecdote. As I woke up this morning to a text saying that I was out of data in my house. After a few choice words, a quote popped into my head, and that was that obstacles do not block the path, they are the path. So while I'm really anxious about the path that we're going on, I am so grateful that we're going down it together. And as the presidents and secretaries said before us, we are all in this together. So we look forward to the year that this is going to be. It's going to be historic. And also, I hope that everyone got the link to our 11:15 meeting on their personal email. And if not, to please email me. And with that, I give you to Chris. Thank you so much.
Hi, everyone. Chris Knight. I teach at Albany High School and also at McGregor High School. This is my 7th year in the district. I mean, really, Stephen, all I was going to say is check your personal emails because, you know, we have our big speeches at 11:15. So just hopefully you guys all got that, the Zoom invite in your personal emails for the ATA meeting. I mean, this is the 11:15 meeting is the only time during the year where we have everyone together. At least historically it's been. So it's really a great opportunity to be part of, see everyone in ATA there and get on the same page. So I look forward to seeing you there. And yeah, thanks for all that you do.
Well, thank you both, Chris and Stephen. And I think you guys hit a running theme this morning. Together, we can do this. And so before we get into me sharing a moment with you, I'd like to turn it over to our principals to acknowledge some of our new folks starting with us. And I know it's different this year, so you may not see their face, but the principals can at least mention their names and you guys can be on the lookout for them to welcome them. And so I'd like to start with the elementary and maybe starting with Carnell, with Liz, who is the principal there, who can introduce any new staff members at her site this year. And so I'd like to turn it over to Liz at this time to do just that.
Good morning, everyone. It's great to see you. Welcome to the Institute Day and the day before the first day of school. I feel like we're launching a giant castle in the sky, a school in the sky, a floating internet school. It's going to be amazing. And all the little parts and bells and whistles that you contribute to this beautiful school is so appreciated. At Cornell, we have David Coons joining us from Ocean View, teaching 4th and 5th combination class. He was a 5th grade teacher at Ocean View previously. We have Laura Cervantes, who is a long-term sub, and she is taking over a kindergarten class for Chrissy Prem. And we have a new mental health intern, thanks to School Care, Chloe Gross, joining us to help with mental health groups for students who might need it. Thanks all, everyone, and I appreciate you.
Thank you so much. It's always great hearing from Cornell. Next, we're going to go to Marin Elementary School with our principal there, Melissa.
Yeah. Good morning, everybody. It's great to see all, I think, 9 pages of the staff on the screen. That's kind of fun. So yeah, excited about getting this school year up and running. The COVID shuffle, as I'm calling it at Marin, means some familiar faces in different places, and some new staff as well. To introduce our new staff, we have Monica Haywood moving over from ELD in our intervention position. Welcome aboard, Monica. We've got Julia Schneider in our math intervention position 1 day a week that we'll be sharing with Cornell. Welcome aboard, Julia. K2 Music was just filled, and I'm excited to welcome Marina Zubarova to that position as she gets cleared through HR. And Chloe Gross, as Liz just mentioned. So welcome aboard, everybody. Looking forward to getting this all going. Thanks.
Thank you so much, coming from Marin. And our other elementary school, Ocean View, will be Terry. Well, for those who don't know about Ocean View, they're under construction, and I'm sure Terry is out there, out and about. We may get back to her, but I'll move to our middle school, and I think we have our middle school principal with us here, Deb Brill, to introduce her new staff members. Okay, we just started the school year. We got folks AWOL already. Okay, moving forward, and I'm sure they're coming back soon. I'm going to turn it over to the high school with our very own new appointed position person as principal, Darren McNally, to introduce his new staff members.
Hi, everybody. So at Albany and Mac High Schools, we have some new folks. Actually, everybody's all Albany High at this point. In English, we have Quinn Vung. In social studies, Yvette Polito. Also in social studies, Shaughnessy Schneider. In math, Philip Davidson. Also in math, Dave Hovey. In our biology position, Ben Plord. Coming over for our STC, Aubrey Freeman. Karen Bonini is also joining us from other sites in an inclusion role. And we also have Mignon Combs in English. And then coming back home to Albany High School is Michelle Lausheim, who's joining us as our new assistant principal.
Thank you for that, coming from Albany High School. I'm going to circle back and see if Ocean View or the middle school is in yet. I've gotten a lot of reports, number of our parents and other staff members, and it may be including our principals who just couldn't get in. For those who didn't know, Zoom shut down nationally earlier today, about an hour or so ago. I got the news, and I was concerned about whether or not it would be up fully. And so they're still working on some technical difficulties around the country with Zoom. So I'm hoping that's not the case, but we do have a lot of staff members and maybe principals included who couldn't get in today for some reason. So I'm going to circle back around and try Ocean View. And Terry, if you're here, please feel free to introduce your new staff. And I think that's a no, and I'm going to go back to the middle school, Terry or Catherine. I'm the assistant principal. If you're here, please feel free to introduce your new staff members. Okay, we have to do that at a later date. I just want to take a moment or two to introduce additional staff members in our district based on some of our teachers' feedback about what kind of help they needed and the support they wanted moving forward. And so I won't steal the thunder there, but I will turn it over to our assistant superintendent, Marie Williams, who can introduce 2 new people in her department there to assist and support our teachers throughout the year.
Good morning again, everybody. You have seen them in action since about the middle of August. They have been preparing professional development. They have been supporting teachers. They have been answering emails. They are making webcasts to introduce our new students. They really need no introduction. I am so thrilled, so honored, and so pleased to work with Jennifer Gritman and Richard Liu. They are the greatest dream come true for me. And so I know that they will do tremendous work moving forward in their new roles. We are all already so grateful for them. And so I just can't say thank you enough to the both of you for stepping out of your classrooms and coming into this new role in a time of great uncertainty. You've already risen so much to the challenge and have done such a great job. So I just salute you and say thank you for all that you have already done and all that you will do. Thank you, Dr. Wells.
And thank you for that, Marie, so much. I just want to take a moment to pick up where some of the speakers earlier, SEIU, CSEA, and ATA talked about the togetherness. And I say together, we can do this. Although these are unfamiliar territory, challenges are not something new to our school or community. I remembered on March 13th, when we got the word that we had to close schools, we quickly huddled with our ATA leadership and others. And we closed schools and had them open up remotely the following week. We were just doing our job, trying to commit collectively for what's best for our kids and community, and we kept moving. We didn't realize at the time we were doing something that would be considered forward thinking, because most districts in the area didn't open up for another 4 to 6 weeks, and some didn't open up until 10 weeks later and pretty much lost all their students. So upon reflection, we discovered that what we did as a team was pretty remarkable, because that was not the norm for any district to open up the following week. And then we listened to our teachers throughout, because we figured they knew best, and they wanted ongoing professional development. So it was developing and evolving as we were trying to provide our kids with an education best we can. And so the teachers wanted ongoing professional development weekly, and so we did that. And by all accounts, the professional developments have been a grand slam and much appreciated. We plan on doing that throughout the year based on teachers' needs and requests. And so we're happy about all the possibilities that can occur when we work together. This summer was pretty amazing in the sense that we didn't really have a summer, but so we tried to make the best of it. And what some of the things our teachers did, along with our classified staff, but mainly our teachers, they have been a major portion of their time off preparing for the fall. In addition to that, they've been attending trainings. And for the most part, this preparing and attending training and purchasing equipment was all with their own time and for the most part, their own money. And it's what teachers do. And I just think it's important that we take time out and just say a thank you and applaud our teachers, because without them, we wouldn't have the learning institutions. And so we take our hats off to our teachers and what you do. And so as we look at starting the school year for the first time remotely, opening up the school remotely, first time in our history, it can be pretty scary and daunting because there's a lot of unknowns we don't have the answer to. And we want answers. But I can tell you this, together, we can do this. We're going to have some hiccups. There are going to be times where we may fall on our face and we pick ourselves back up and we support each other. There are going to be times where we have disagreements, but that's okay. We come to the table and we talk it out and we figure it out. That's what makes Albany unique, different, and a very desirable place to work and be for both our kids and our staff. So together, we can do this. Have a banner 2021 school year. We salute you and thank you all for what you do. Have a great day.
All righty, so that will conclude, I believe, our first session for, oops, that will conclude our first session for the morning. Thank you very much, Dr. Wells and others, for giving us such a rousing welcome this morning. Our next session will begin at 9:30. And so you have just a little bit of time this morning, maybe to go and get another cup of coffee, or I don't know, do something that will feed your soul until 9:30. So we will see you at 9:30 for our one and only workshop of the day. It's just an hour and a half focusing on anti-racist teaching practices. Very interested to have this conversation with you. And so we'll see you at 9:30. Thank you, folks. Take care.